On in live.
Well, that's a great intro. We can show that video to everybody. That'd be very good.
Good. I'm glad. I hope we made your day. So, it says that you made your first million at 25 in the property sector. 25 years old, if I have to look back to what I was doing when I was 25, making $1 million was not even in my sights. Talk to us about your beginning stages of money.
Well, I actually made my first U.S. million when I was 24 years old. I came from Canada to the United States with about 10,000 rands in my name, and everyone said I would never make it. I had a speech impediment, I stuttered, and so then I got, I think, only 1% in Africa. And in terms of marketing and branding, I mean, there's 4 fundamentals of business: marketing, branding, relationship, and coaching. So we tell people, get into businesses. Donald Trump in America or Richard Branson in the UK. We need more heroes. We need more people to step up and inspire the youth. The fastest growing segment of entrepreneurism in this country is going to be women entrepreneurism. It's already happened in America. 65% of all entrepreneurs are women, and that's what we need to focus on. We need to sort of put those notions aside, start a business, stop talking about it, and get it done.
Okay, so now you're an individual who, at the age of 32 or 33, were managing about 45 companies. How do you divide your time up? How do you do something like that? And how do you get involved in sort of diversifying yourself so much?
Well, I'm going to be starting 5 new companies for them right here in South Africa, and that just happened in the last week. I think it's all about time management and energy management. When I talk to people, they spend 99% of the time doing the wrong thing and only 1% doing the right thing. So what if you can focus 100% of your time on the 1%, which is 70% of my time is spent building relationships and monetizing. It takes one person, one deal, and one opportunity to change your life. Then I spend 20% of my time on marketing and branding, coming up with those ideas. And then lastly is running my business 10% with facts, numbers, and statistics. So it's actually really easy once you know what to do. But there's 2 things that are holding people back from living the life that they want. Number 1 is excuses. The less excuses you have, the more successful you're going to be. And the second one is what they don't know. If they knew exactly what to do, the moment they woke up, the moment their businesses, they'd be much more successful. And you're starting seeing that. I mean, we've done over 100 events in this country in the last year and a half. Every single one has been full. So we're starting to see people start prioritizing. But some people look at how much things cost rather than how much it's going to make them.
Yeah. What are your 3 secrets to success? The key things to making a success of yourself?
Well, I think number 1 is relationship. It's not what you know. It's not who you know. It's who knows you. And obviously yourself as a very influential broadcaster, anytime you speak, people talk. I mean, I've watched your show several times, and I think people need that influence. And I think I think people are looking for the next kind of inspiration. And in your case, being one of the top female broadcasters in this country, people are inspired by your message. You know, you get up in the morning, and that's what they need. I think people need to feel like they have leaders, and we need to create more leaders. I think the second one is doing what other people don't. Everyone likes to use the word I can't here, and rather than I can. And I think we got to figure out, stop, pointing the finger at everybody else and focusing on what we need to do. And I think thirdly, I think it's coaching. I mean, I have 8 coaches, one of which is Donald Trump's right-hand man, George Ross. I don't make any decisions unless I bounce it off someone that's more successful than me, that has gone down that road, so I can avoid the mistakes. I mean, for example, anybody who would like to be a TV broadcaster, it's not an easy business and it's hard to get into.
Yeah.
But what's better, to try to figure it out by yourself or come to you and say, tell me everything you know about how I should get in this business? And I'm sure you've got a lot of experience. And that's what it comes down to. We need more people to step up in this country because people don't want to bring their money here. People are afraid. There's a lot of strikes here. And this country is one of the greatest countries I've been to all over the world, yet people think it's the land of safari, malaria, Ebola, Oscar. I mean, it's got a bad brand, and it's not a business brand. And we need more foreign investments. We need to create more jobs, and we need to train people. People say it's hard to find good people. Good people don't come to you. You have to train them. So I think we have a training and educating problem of workers as well as entrepreneurs in this country.
Yeah. Do you think there's still value in the property sector? Do you think that's one way to look at and to invest in?
Well, first of all, Joburg, the cost of living is going to keep going up. The food prices here are amongst the cheapest anywhere in the world where I've been at. As opposed to when you go to London, it's the quick way to go broke. And so food prices are going to go up. Housing is going to keep going up in the next 3 to 5 years. So, and there's still a housing shortage. I mean, you have 1 million properties just in Joburg alone where people are looking for housing. And so low income for housing, a lot more people are starting to earn more. So I do think the property, but I tell people this and it shocks them. I tell them the key to success to property or business in this country is think American, act South African.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that America is better than South Africa, but I'm talking in terms of marketing and branding. You take a look at Apple, Google, eBay, Amazon. They're American companies and they're marketing and branding machines. How many worldwide South African companies can people name you? And most people can't. So we must become better branded, and the opportunities are here. I mean, to buy properties is phenomenal. I mean, I've never seen it. If people say it doesn't work very well here, it works better than America. That's why I'm here.
That's amazing. That's amazing. JT Foxx, thank you very much for joining us, a wealth coach. I hope you've coached a couple of people out there to think differently, think out the box. What did you say? Think like an American, act like a South African. There you go. Thank you. JT Foxx in our Cape Town studios. Thank you very much for being our guest here. All right, have we got time for a weather update? No, we can't. All right. Well, that pretty much so. That brings us to the end of the program.